Hi, I'm Lorenza. I'm a black belt and a head instructor in TKA, Tompkins Karate Association. Today we'll be working on Pinan 4. Pinan 4 is the second form you learn as a green belt or possibly as a purple belt in TKA. We're going to start with a demo of the form, and then we'll work on a few moves that might be new to you, and then we'll move to the instructional part of the form. Pinan 4. Pinan 4. So the first move I want to review is the G block. You did have a G block in P9 2. And remember, it looks pretty much like this, making a box around your head. The movement, however, isn't just making a box around your head. These are actually blocks. So the one block is an inside-out block, which goes this way. Boom. The second is an up block to the front, which goes this way. Boom. Doing them both at the same time, the left hand does an inside-out block, the right hand does an up block, palms facing forward. Here, again, the left hand does an inside-out block, right hand does an up block. It is not this, hands flying up. In Pinan 2, this is done with the hands closed. So your hands start knuckle to knuckle, both palms down, block. For Pinan 4, it's done with an open hand. So you're going to, for the first one, you're going to have your right palm up, your left palm up, and left hand on top. From here, the left hand does an inside-out block, right hand does an up block. Boom, here. You're going to do the same thing to the other side. This isn't a Fugel stance, by the way. Same thing to the other side. Now, this time, both palms are up, but the right hand is on top. You're going to shift your weight, and that same move. So again, making sure that this hand is doing an inside-out type motion. This hand is doing an up block type motion. The second thing that we want to work on is something called a cross stance. Cross stance. In a cross stance, you're going to have all of your weight on one foot. The other foot is going to go behind. I'm going to bend this front knee. The shin, in this case, the shin of my right leg is going to be on the calf of my front leg here, and that's to stabilize me. So I'm bending the front leg, the back leg. I have the shin bone of the right leg against the calf muscle of the left leg. And the form is done the opposite way. So all my weight is on my right foot here. Step back, make sure you can see it. All my weight is on my right foot. The back foot steps here, close to that heel, shin bone against the calf muscle to stabilize myself here. From this view, all my weight goes here, bend that knee, and I stabilize myself here. Okay, this is called a cross stance. I would also like to emphasize the cat stance in this form. In a cat stance, in this case, I'm going to put all of my weight on my right foot. This foot, I'm going to bend that right knee. This foot is out in front, going in this direction, and it's just on the ball of the foot. Notice this is maybe a shoulder distance apart here. If I were to stand up, maybe about shoulder distance apart. So it doesn't have to be a long stance, but I want to make sure all my weight is on this foot. That foot is here just for balance, but it's on the ball of the foot. I can shift to the other side. All my weight is now on this foot. This foot is just out here for balance. This is not a cat stance. This doesn't help you balance very much. It's here. You can get lower and longer if you wish, but it's not necessary. This is a cat stance. All the weight here on this foot. Okay, Pinan 4. We already talked about the first move. From Chumbi, we're going to step out the left foot into a fugal stance. Your hands are going to start at the right hip, both palms up, left hand on top. Step out into that fugal stance. Make sure your weight is on the back foot. Inside out block, up block. Right? Make sure you're not just making a box. You're actually blocking. Both hands are going to go to the left hip. This time the right hand is on top. Shift your weight. Front foot pointing to the right. G block. Okay? Again, from Chumbi. Going to the right. To the left. Left hand is on top. Block. Shift your weight. Now the right hand is on top. Block. From here, both hands are going to come back to the hip as if you were going to punch. Stepping forward. And this is called a low cross block or double cross block. Okay, this is a low block. This could block maybe a kick coming into the groin, goes between the hands. Okay, so again, the hands start back here at the hip and shoot down as if you were doing a double punch, but crossed. From here, both hands are going to go to your right hip. To your left hip this time. Both knuckles are down. And in Pinan 2, you did a twin fist. This is a twin fist move again. Stepping forward, the right hand does an inside out block. The left hand comes along with it, but doesn't actually touch the arm. This is basically guarding your midsection. So here. Okay. Try that again from the beginning. Chumbi. Left G block. Fugal stance. Right G block. Fugal stance. Both hands back to the hip. Step forward. Low X block. Both hands to the left hip. Knuckle to knuckle, both palms down. Twin fist. I'm going to step back a little bit to give me some room for the next move. All right, so from here, you're going to bring your back foot to your front foot. Hands are going to go to your left. This time, both hands are closed. The left palm is up. The right palm is down. Knees are slightly bent or flexed. The hands are going to come across your waist, and as they do, they switch positions. So now the right hand is palm up, the left hand is palm down. I'm going to cross my hands to prepare for a back fist. With my left leg, I'm going to do a side kick. With my left arm, I do a back fist. Back fist, make sure this hand pulls back to your hip. We do them together. Pull the leg back, step down, but I leave my hand out. Right? This hand's going to open, and I'm going to rotate from this right chungul to a left chungul elbow. Let's try that again. We were in a twin fist. Back foot to the front foot, hands to the left hip, left palm up, right palm down. Flex the knees, hands come across. And by the way, this is what we call a quick tension. So you're going to exhale as you do this. So you want to inhale as your hands go into position. Exhale. Good. Cross the hands. Side kick, back fist. Pull that kick back. Make sure you do all four parts. I'm stepping down into a chungul stance, a right chungul. And I'm going to pivot into a left chungul elbow. I'm going to repeat that on the other side. Back foot to the front foot. This time my hands are on my right hip. Right palm is up, left palm is down. That quick tension again. Cross the hands. You want to prepare for that back fist. You're going to do a back fist, side kick, pull the kick back, put it down behind you. Notice I'm in a left chungul. I want to go from this left chungul to a right chungul elbow. Okay, so we're hitting this with an elbow. Make sure that you're hitting your hand with your elbow and not hitting your elbow with your hand. Those are two totally different things. All right. So again, we were here in this back fist. After I put my foot down, elbow. From here, both hands are going to open. They go back to back. Left hand is close to my ear. Other hand is pointed out. I'm in a right changul. I'm going to shift to a left changul. The left hand is going to do an up block, this motion. The right hand is going to do a chop to the side of the neck, or a carotid chop. So from here, there. Okay, so we were here in this elbow smash. Hands go to the ear, back to back, into here. Up block, carotid chop. Hands are going to go into a fighting guard with your back foot, front kick. As you step down, you're going to cross your hands. This is where we go into that cross stance. Remember, front knee is bent. The shin of the left leg is resting on the calf muscle of my front leg. And as I do that, my hands are already crossed. I'm going to do a back fist, but this is a vertical back fist. So it's coming down, as if you're trying to hit somebody on the bridge of their nose. Here. Boom. Okay? So let's start this at the twin fist. Starting at the twin fist. Moving the back foot to the front foot. Make sure you inhale as you move the foot. Cross the hands. Side kick, back fist. Put the foot down behind you in a changul stance. Pivot. Elbow. Move the back foot to the front foot. Right palm is up, left palm down. You should have inhaled as you were doing that. Now you want to exhale. Cross your hands. Side kick, back fist. Pull the kick back. Put it down behind you. You're in a left changul. Shift to a right changul with that elbow. Remember to hit your hand with the elbow, not the other way around. Hands go back to back at your ear. You're in a right changul. You're going to shift left changul. This is a chop to the carotid and an up block. Hands go into a guard, front kick. As you step down, the hands cross. Step into this cross stance, vertical back fist. All right. By the way, there's a yell here. That's the first half of the form. I want you to practice that before you move on to the second half of the form. Okay, for the second half of the form, we ended in this cross stance and a vertical back fist with a yell. From here, from this cross stance, let me back up a little bit so you can see my feet. From this cross stance, which is one of the new moves stances we worked on earlier, we're going to shift to the other new stance we worked on. We're going to pivot into a cat stance. The hands are going to cross in front of you, and you're going to do a double break here. Okay? The second half of the form will be done facing that way, but for the sake of detail, I'm going to turn and face you. Okay? So from here, if we did the back fist, the vertical back fist facing that way, and yell, I'm going to pivot into this cat stance. Hands crossed in front of me, double break. Okay? With my front foot, I'm going to do a front kick and then put my foot back where it came from. I do not shift my weight at all. As I do that front kick, I'm going to pull my right hand to my hip. So as I put my foot down, I'm also putting this hand out, double punch. Okay, so from here, you have a break, kick, punch, punch. I'm going to go from this left cat stance to a right cat stance. You want to prepare my hands. They're crossed again. Double break. From here, kick it with my front foot. Left hand goes to the hip. Kick. Punch, punch. Okay? Just try that one time. From here, from the back fist. Turn. break, kick, punch, punch. Break, kick, punch, punch. From here, we're going to do 3 fugal sudos coming toward the camera. Hands go to the left hip, step forward, fugal sudo, step again, fugal sudo, step again, fugal sudo. All right, nice and easy. I'm going to move back again so you can see what I'm doing. After that third fugal sudo, my front foot is going to move over. Both hands come back to the hips. Here, they're open with the palm up. They're going to shoot out in front of me here, as if I were grabbing somebody at their shoulders. And we're going to pull them into our knee here. Okay? So again, fugal sudo, move the front foot over, shoot the hands out in front, smash. Okay? As we step down, we're going to turn, fugal block, weight on the right foot. We're going to fugal to the other side here. And then we're going to step forward and fugal block. That's the last move of the form. Chumbi. So again, second half of the form, starting here with a yell. We're going to turn, break, front kick, turn, cat stance, double break, kick, punch, punch, step forward, fugal sudo, fugal sudo, fugal sudo. Notice I took a little step back. That's not actually part of the form. Just try not to get too close to the camera. So again, we're in that last fugal sudo. Step back, both hands at the hips. There's a yell on this move, by the way. Shoot both hands out in front, grab by the shoulders, here, step down, fugal sudo, fugal sudo, fugal sudo. Shumi. And that's the end of the form. I did that second part facing a different direction. Hopefully that doesn't confuse you too much. But if it does, I want you to go back to the very beginning and watch the demo to see which direction you really want to go. The one thing I do want to point out in the demo is I did a change of stance. 1, 2, I did a step forward, step back. That is not part of the form. That's because of space here. The 3 fugals are 1, 2, 3. Okay? And that is your Pinan 4. Thank you very much. Please practice, practice, practice as much as you can. Have any questions, try to contact TKA and talk to an instructor. And just have a wonderful practice. Thank you very much. Bye.